I just wanted to show you this tool that will help you project your HIPPS scores in the early days of the stay for a resident so that you'll have an idea of what you'll need to document and ensure that you're capturing all relevant reimbursement. So first you choose urban or rural, depending on how your facility is listed for Medicare and Medicaid. Then you'll answer PTOT questions about ADL items based on the documentation in the first 2 or 3 days after you've done some review. Here we get a 10.5 for this half of the PTOT category. The other half is your primary diagnosis. So like pneumonia would fall into medical management. And just like that, you're done with PT in about 10 clicks. Next come the ST questions. For instance, do they have one or more SLP comorbidities? I can put yes if they struggle with word choice, for example. And if the BIM score shows cognitive impairment, you just put yes here. The last piece of the PTST here is where you can indicate if they have a mechanically altered diet or swallowing disorder or both. And we're actually done at this point. Now we move on to the nursing ADL score, which uses some of the same components of the PTOT. So all that's left to get this score is the toileting hygiene. Then it helps you determine the RUG group. And if they don't have any of these, it moves on to special care high. If they don't have any of these, you move to special care low. And let's say they don't have respiratory issues like pneumonia, you move on to clinically complex services, then to cognitive behavioral. Finally, it asks if they're on restorative. Of course, it's rare that you'd actually work through all these levels with a skilled patient. I just wanted to show you the steps. So the very last component of getting your 4-letter HIPPS score is the NTA non-therapy ancillaries, like if someone has asthma. At the top are more common conditions, and at the bottom are others that are rare but still worthy of review. So I ended up with 3 NTA points here. I then put that it's a normal 5-day assessment and get my score and then generalized dollar rate. When you create a user ID, you'll have a dashboard with all your entries. Don't worry, there's no HIPAA issues here because it just records a number and no personal info. But you can jot that number down for the particular resident somewhere and go back and make changes later. So there you have it. What do you think? Is there anything that would make this more intuitive, or is there anything that needs to be added for a more complete HIPPS projection? Thanks, and I really look forward to hearing back from you.